So lads, what we're doing today is going to be question 12, page 46 on the Discover Graphics book. This is the Bluetooth logo. So this is just a quick solution to our Bluetooth logo. Alright, now just remembering we're still on our isosceles triangle. Okay, and as you see, we've introduced here a little bit of mirror imaging, so axial symmetry. So it's happening here. We're actually going to use it down here as well, just to kind of keep this going. Okay, so nice and handy, making sure we have enough room when we're doing it on the page. It's 160 tall and roughly it's about 80 to 90 wide. Okay, right, we'll get that in. So first thing before we do that, we're going to do a light line down to the back of the B for the Bluetooth, 160 tall. So vertical line, all right, everything keeps light now, everything's light. So vertical line down, and this is 160. All right, what we're going to do then, we're going to put in that halfway point as well. That 80 there for our halfway. All right, so with our 80, I'm going to pop that in there just for yourselves in a red pen. Now, so what we'll do, we know by our image there, to find the apex of our triangle, it's 50 away from this center line here. So we're going to measure out 50 millimeters, and we're going to bring another vertical line. Again, a light line. Now, the angle, if you look at the top of the B, it's coming down at 45 degrees. So from here, 45 degrees. Now you can heavy that in, so nothing's getting chopped off there. We can do the bottom, and we're not going to use our axial symmetry just yet. We'll use it in a few minutes and you'll see where. So we can do the bottom of 45 degrees as well. Alright. Now the inside ones here, these are only there's only a portion of these that are heavy and the rest goes light, and this actually belong to the back part of the B as well. Okay, we'll call this piece the tail of the B, alright? So we're going to go light. This is all going to be light now. Send it out the back here. We're going to do the same with the one down here. Send it out nice and light. Okay. Now if we're looking at that book, at the question 12, we already see, we know that this is going heavy until it hits off this portion here. So, heavy, hit here. Do the same below. This isn't a hard one, it's a nice and handy one. We can start filling in heavy to the center line, heavy to the center line. Alright. Now, what we're going to do from our center line tells us where the tail stops is 25 millimeters out. So we're going to measure out 25 millimeters. And we're going to drop that down then as a light line. So drop that down as a light line, because it's going to be chopped off there somewhere in a minute. Now, the thickness of the tail. So I'm going to do it up here so we're not cluttering up ourselves down here. I'm going to make sure, because again, it's nice and light. Once you heavy them in, they fade away. So we can see there, it tells us the thickness of the tail is 15 millimeters. And it's parallel to this line here, so which is 45 degrees. So we're going to send that parallel back up till it hits the center line. Okay? Nice and light. We're going to do the same above. Out 15. Parallel. Now we don't actually have to because we have it there already. Out we go. Now I'm going to zoom in here small, just so it makes it a little bit clearer. Now, so excuse me. So we have our two sent down here as tails, just looking at where it says there. So when we measure out our 25 and bring it back up, hits here, that's going out at 45, so it's going to be 90 degrees off this, which when we put the two 45s together, we get 90 degrees. Now we can heavy these portions up here. Repeat up above. So where that 25 line hits the outside one now, not the inside one, the outside one. And go back at 45 degrees as well. Can close these up. Now we have the bones of this all finished in. Okay. So what we're going to do is we want to use this mirror image. I want to get you used to doing that as well. So we are going to use it. You don't have to. We are going to use it. We're going to create our bottom triangle in here, and we're going to mirror image it to the above. All right. So it tells us there it's stepped in 15, and it's going to be all the way around. So it's kind of like a little border on the inside. So we're going to step in our 15 from the outside. Again, keeping everything nice and light. Light line. We're going to step in 15 from the other side. Keeping it nice and light. So it's 15 all the way around. And we're going to step in 15 from the center line. And this time you don't have to do it light. We can do that heavy. So like a little 15 border all the way around. And that gets us our triangle. Now we can repeat that above, but I just want to use axial symmetry in this because the other two questions are able to do that as well. So mirror image, axial symmetry, whatever you want to call it, it basically means the object is flipped over an axis point here. All right, so this red line, this center line being my axis point. So what we're going to do is vertically we're going to send the apex of the triangle up, and we're going to send the base of our triangle up as well. Nice and light. I'm going to zoom in now. A little bit more clarity on it. We get our compass. And we're going to use the steel. Now the steel bit, we're going to put it where, when we're passing our apex up, where it passes through the center line, that's where our steel piece is going to go. Steel part of our compass is going there. We're stretching it to the apex of the triangle here. And we're going to move that around to the opposite side there. Okay. We're going to repeat that now. We're going to move steel part where the base of our triangle passes up and hits the axis there. We're going to repeat the process. Get out to the furthest point. Flip it around. Get ourselves to the nearest point. And flip it around. What we're after finding there is 3 points. And we can heavy those in. And there we go. That is our Bluetooth logo and the solution to it, including a little bit of axial symmetry in it. All right. Thank you.